The energy of summer here is like a wildfire. It spreads fast across the land, in a race against itself, feeding on what is alive, lighting up the sky even at night. Its raging flames push you to run faster. It gives you the motion you need to go further. It makes the world spin even faster. For the glances of its short life, it makes you urge to speed up before it fleets and leaves behind a picture of leafless trees and roasted flowers. Summer is a mystic beauty for us living in the north. We often speak about how summer gives to us, but like the wildfire, it also consumes. There is nothing linear about the natural world. Everything moves in cycles, and cycles within cycles. I think it might be easier for us women to understand this fundamental truth about nature. But men are also moved by their own cycles, maybe longer ones that can give the impression of a more linear energy. But again, the only straight lines that exist are pure human invention. Nature is curved, circles, and orderly chaos, and I as well function that way. Sometimes I'm bubbling with energy and ideas. I move through life with ease, and it feels like I'm floating above the world and flying to where I want to go. But other times I feel heavy and sluggish. All I crave is stillness and introspection. This is at this part of the cycle that you find me today. As Remi seems to be cruising to work on this build, I feel a bit behind. I wish I'll come to a place someday where I can fully embrace this part of life for me. But truth is, all I feel when that happens is guilt. We are so many people who attach our personal worth to our actions that when we arrive at a point where we need moments of stillness, it's like we are worth less. I know it comes from this idea we were all raised with that hard work brings value and that laziness is the worst of sin. But in all that, where is the place for inner work, reflection, stillness, and silence? Being an introvert and sensitive person has forced me to step out of this big system that feeds those ideas, and this is actually the main reason why I chose to be self-employed, just because I couldn't fit in. I never could. Does that make me less of a worthy human being because I can't make myself work day in and day out and just be happy and content with that? No. There will always be some weeks where I find this world noisy and hectic and violent and overwhelming. I need to remind myself and maybe others that this part of my being isn't at all a flaw. It's a byproduct of this deep connection I have with the natural rhythms of nature. And this is nothing to feel guilty or ashamed about. It is how it's supposed to be. I felt the need to express that in this video because for one, I really needed the reminder for myself, but also because I don't think I'm the only one out there feeling tired. The mirage of YouTube and videos and these curated images of the project and all the things we accomplish tends to leave out the days when we roll out of bed with a headache and a hard back. It leaves out all the times when I felt like quitting just to realize that all I needed was a couple days off. My whole life is reliant on my creative energy, which is perfect, and creation comes easy for me most of the time. But now I need to fill up my tank again. Thank you for holding myself accountable, and I hope you could resonate with that little reflection I had this week. One thing I really like about having a project-based work life is how much it makes us learn about ourselves, really. To go through that full cycle of planning, then creating and finishing a project is really a wonderful way to understand our deep nature as a person. Some people are really good at keeping up with work consistently for months, but they crumble under too much pressure. Some others thrive on deadlines and it motivates them. Some others have only phases of the project they really like and they have trouble finishing things. And then you also have people stuck in the dreaming and planning phase and they never get to the actual creation of their project. I learned this year that being productive shouldn't be the goal of my life anymore. Productivity is a mean to an end, but it isn't always the right path. At least not to the extreme it once was. I feel like what I want now is balance and joy. Because when you think about it, you want to be productive for what? To feel good about yourself? Or to make a living to then be free to do the stuff that makes you feel good, right? And if once in a while you just skip the productive work stuff and just jump right to the fun stuff, go out and play, have fun just for the sake of it, don't you think that shifting things around from time to time could actually make you even more productive, but as a consequence of you having more energy and joy to work? I wonder. Let me try it out, and I'll keep you updated. In all the chaos and mess that comes with this house we have been renovating for I don't even know how many weeks now, I lost focus on the true goal of this project, and I forgot how far we've come already. It's easy for me, especially when we are building things, to focus on what makes me uncomfortable and just want it to be over and never think about it again. But this is only an early sign of fatigue, and with just a few moments every day to do the things that makes me truly happy, usually joy seeps its way back even to the most demanding of projects. I think a lesson that I'm learning as I grow older is that my best days are made with a bit of work, a sprinkle of challenge, some movements, lots of fun, and heaps of love. Have a wonderful week, my loves. See you soon.